You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Saturday. I'm Dalby. This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast and the bonus Saturday edition, where we take some of the stuff that we didn't have time to get in on the regular daily editions during the week and give you just a little bonus, something to get you through the weekend. Should make sure to thank all of you who have been part of the BCC 50/50. We were over $90,000 raised now and on our way to hitting six figures, meaning someone will win a minimum, once we get there, of $50,000. If you're in the province of Ontario, go to bcc5050.ca, click the link in the podcast description, and get yourself some tickets. You are not going to want to miss out on this one. All right, let's get into a song.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
It's time to send a text. Time to send a text. If Vincent Price was in Motorhead, I just keep seeing that guy on TikTok. It's time to send a text. 762-555. Send a text now and we'll try to reply. Send us a text. Anything you want. It's time to send a text. Who's gonna send it? As Motorhead once said, it's time to send a text. Who's gonna send it? Someone texted in and said, is that the best WWE theme song of all time?
Oh, maybe. I mean, in terms of songs that are actual songs, no, because it's still Real American by Hulk Hogan.
Yeah?
That song just slaps.
I will say, the Chris Benoit theme song, I hate to bring that up.
The Our Lady Peace one?
That is actually a banger song. It's called Whatever, right?
Something like that, yeah.
You cannot find that. They have wiped that from everywhere. I think there's like one live version on Apple Music, and that's it.
Well, yeah, it turns out when you write a song and record a song specifically for a guy who then goes on to murder his family.
I know, but the song's still pretty sweet.
Great song, absolutely, but forever tainted.
Yeah.
You'll never be able to listen to that song.
Someone said, what is the best kind of gravy?
KFC
gravy.
Although, actually, maybe I take that back, because KFC gravy is not what it used to be. When I was in high school, KFC gravy was drugs. Now it's just gravy.
Didn't they used to put, like, the skin in there? Like, that's what someone told me at one point.
I heard a lot of stuff, and then I started working at a KFC in, like, grade 12, so that would have been 2000. And they weren't doing it then. It's powder and hot water.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it still tasted good.
KFC gravy, a beef gravy is always my favorite, too.
I like a good white, like a chicken gravy, like a biscuits and gravy kind of gravy.
Yeah.
Sausage gravy. That's what it is.
Breakfast gravy.
Breakfast gravy, yes. That's just hollandaise sauce, brother.
Someone said, why does Dalby hate the Clutch Kitties so much? Yeah, what did I miss when I was sick a few weeks ago? What did you do to my precious Clutch Kitties?
So here's the thing. You were gone that one week. We did a Text Us Tuesday, and the Clutch Kitties texted in being like, hey, can you play some Clutch for
You didn't
us?
give them the milk.
And on my own admission, the show was running long. I talk too much when you're not here to stop me, so I didn't have time for it. Then on Wednesday, for Would You Rather Wednesday, they started sending in like threatening Would You Rathers about me not feeding the kittens. So now we got beef. I don't like Clutch anymore.
Oh, I don't have your back on that one.
That's fine.
I'll usually back you up on a lot of things, but you disrespect my Clutch Kitties, then you're going to get the round.
You and your little weird cult can have all the fun together you want. It's so much worse when you can see his face when he does it.
And now I'm getting the text from the Clutch Kitties. I can't play Clutch. I just played the Triple H theme song, okay? We can only do so much, all right?
Good. See, you negotiated with the terrorists, and now they want more. And now you've put yourself in a bad position. I hope you're happy.
A few people are wondering, where can I see the bull testicle video? If you go to the Brock and Dalby Instagram page, the Brock and Dalby Facebook, or you know what, if you just text balls to 762-555,
we'll send it to you.
We'll send you the video right now. You can check it out.
Someone texted this in. It's meant to make you think. Worms have no bones. Gummy worms are made from gelatin, which comes from bones. So gummy worms have more bones than real worms.
Huh. That's gross.
Let that marinate for you a little bit.
That's gross.
Next time you're eating gummy worms, just realize you're gnawing on bone juice, essentially.
Yeah.
And that gummy worms have more bones than real worms.
And the worms eat our bones when we die, so it's kind of like a circle of life
That's
thing.
right. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Circle of life.
Like a dark fast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Would you rather Wednesday? Would you rather Wednesday?
All right, let's get weird. 762-555. You got a would you rather question. You can fire it off to us here. Someone said, would you rather step on a Lego in the middle of the night or step in dog dookie in the middle of the night?
Damn. This is gonna sound tough. Maybe it's just because I got kind of tough feet from stepping in Lego as a dad. I would rather take the Lego. Stepping in the dog dookie is just gonna that's gross. That's going to feel bad. That's going to stink. Now I got to clean up. I'm going to mash it into the carpet or the hardwood, whatever room it's in. There's so many worse things with the dog poo.
I 100% agree with you on that, other than the fact that in my house, if I'm stepping on Lego, that means there's a child somewhere in my home, and I don't know how they got in there.
You know what? As a parent, you're right. The dog do worse in every direction. If you don't have kids and you don't own Legos and you step on one, that's a horror movie plot.
All of a sudden, all I'm going to hear is la, 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 la.
In that scenario, you're right. I amend my vote, and the Lego is worse because I'm about to die.
We got this one here. It says, would you rather pack or unpack for a move? Today is a moving day for me, and unfortunately, I have to do both.
Honestly, I would rather unpack. Packing requires a set of logistics skills that I don't have.
Now, I don't mean to call a brother out here, but this is the guy who had boxes that were not unpacked for 3 years of living in a house?
Because I didn't have to. But if I had to, I would rather unpack.
Okay.
This is also the
Just
same
clarifying.
guy. This is also the same guy that's paid a moving company to pack his house the last 2 times he had to move.
Sure.
I don't have those Tetris brain skills to figure out how to put all the things into boxes safely and in an organized fashion.
Yeah.
Whereas unpacking, 1, can clearly be put off for a significant amount of time.
Yeah.
And 2, I just have to open the box and go, damn, okay, where does this go now?
Yeah,
and then put it somewhere.
I mean, sometimes the easiest part of unpacking is being like, I guess this goes to the Salvation Army.
Exactly.
Someone said, would you rather rake leaves or shovel snow?
Rake leaves. I
Yeah?
would rather rake leaves. I hate both, but I would rather rake leaves because at least then it's probably not minus 30 outside.
I will say that shoveling snow is more satisfying than raking leaves, though.
That's true. Although I first of all own a snowblower, so I haven't shoveled snow in a very long time. But I also did just buy the new Ryobi lawn vacuum mulch thing. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to use it yet. I'm waiting for my neighbor to drop more of his leaves on my grass. But I'm thinking if it works the way it's advertised, I won't be raking ever again.
My biggest thing with the leaves is the bagging it part.
Yeah.
That's what kicks my ass.
Because you get the big pile, right? You rake it all up. You get the big pile. You resist the urge to jump in the pile. Now you got to do the scoop and
then
the dump.
And then if you leave the bags out and then they get wet and then they break at the bottom.
Right.
Like,
now, hey, that was fun. Let's do it again. No, that sucks.
Someone just texted this in. Would you rather have a shovel as a leg or a rake as an arm? It's a tough one.
I'll tell you what, catch me at the buffet with my rake arm. I'm taking everything.
See, I gotta go shovel leg, honestly, on this one.
Oh, no. I'm just thinking if that one specific thing is funny. Shovel leg is the better
Shovel
one.
leg is probably the move. I mean...
Could you stand on soft ground if one of your legs was a shovel?
True.
Right? Like, imagine you're just standing at the beach looking out onto the sunset, sinking the whole time because you can't get stable with your shovel leg.
Imagine standing in the mosh pit at a festival. No one's moving you. You're literally
anchored.
claiming your ground.
You are anchored to the spot. No one's moving me.
Plus, you could still play hockey. You just, switch it out for a metal blade or something. Turn it around.
Put me in net with my big rake arm.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Can you send us a text? 762-555. Can you send us a text? Ask a question, we'll try to reply.
We'll try. We'll do our best. We'll see how it goes.
What do you guys do when the music's playing? Are you just jamming out? Do you prep stuff? Do you sit in silence?
You know what? It's a little bit of all of the above. Mm-hmm. We'll have conversations that we cannot have on the show that are just we would get fired for. But then we'll also prep, like getting ready if we've got something big coming up. And sometimes we're both just staring at our phones.
Yeah.
That happens.
I mean, sometimes there's those days where you're just like, I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
And so it's like, we have like a laugh on air, and it is psychopath behavior where we just sit there, and then all of a sudden Blair Witch Project in the corner.
And I mean, you think about it too, like, we have spent, on average, 5 days a week, 3 to 4 hours a day, every day together for 4 years.
Me and Courtney were talking about this recently, that I've probably spent more time with you since we've moved here than I have with her.
Well, yeah, because she's got a job, she's working, you're home by yourself a lot, or you're here with me.
Yeah. So that's it in a nutshell.
Yeah, that's why sometimes we just turn the battery off.
Someone said, in honor of the new movie, who's your favorite Trailer Park Boys character of all time?
I mean, maybe it's the boring answer, but mine's always just been Bubbles. Like, I know Ricky's got the lines and the quotes and stuff like that, but Bubbles feels the most like a real person.
Sure.
You know, everybody else kind of got flanderized a bit after the first couple seasons and fell into some stereotypes.
I gotta go with Randy, though, man.
Really?
The development of Randy has gotten very nice over the years. The fact that he stayed committed to keeping his shirt off for everything that he does, whether it's in the show or the live appearances that he makes.
Every single event. Anytime that guy is out on a professional basis,
it's commitment.
No shirt on, and I respect that. But also, like, when we heard his line in the trailer for the new movie that's coming out, it's like, it's a bit much.
No, I disagree. Yeah. I think the one thing we can agree on, Cyrus is a dick.
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody knows that.
The worst.
Someone said, did you guys hear about John Tavares' new sponsorship?
No, well, it's still a Leaf, right?
So do you remember that comedian Russell Brand?
Oh, you get him to the Greek.
He's kind of gone a little wonky. He's got a company. What is it? John Tavares is now sponsored by his company. They're selling amulets.
Oh, God. Okay.
They're like $300 or something like that.
Jesus.
And they claim that they can keep you away from things like the bad energy of Wi-Fi and 5G. And John Tavares is like on the website.
No!
With like an actual bio explaining why he uses it, now it helps him use it, or helps him play better.
Do you think he gets roasted in the locker room at all?
See, that's the thing, is does he get roasted, or is it, hockey players are very superstitious.
True.
I mean, he's been playing pretty good so far this season.
Oh, you're going to see those shots where they show the players like walking down the hallways to the dressing room when they get to the arena.
Maybe Austin Matthews got an amulet. That's why he scored last night.
More and more footage is going to come out of Toronto Maple Leafs players wearing these dumb amulets to protect them from the Wi-Fi in the arena.
What's another one here? What would be the worst thing that you could say on a first date?
Oh, hang on, let me call my wife quick.
Yeah.
Probably not a good start.
You have my mother's eyes.
Oh, any kind of comparison to anybody in your family, to be honest. Honestly, just any kind of comparison in general is probably a bad idea. Like, if you're sitting across from someone, you're like, you remind me a lot of my... End the sentence. Don't finish it. It's not going to go well.
Yeah.
It's not as flattering as you thought it was.
You're going to pay for this, right?
The Brock and Dalby podcast is brought to you by the Brock and Dalby 50/50 raffle in support of Breast Cancer Canada.
Buy your ticket today at bcc5050.ca or click the link in the podcast description.